everyone, this tarot reading is for anybody that's been seeing the number, angel number, 555 or 5555. And you're not sure what it means. Well, right, where do I start? I want to start off with the horse actually first, because this was the first card that came out. The tarot wasn't out just yet. And when this card came out, it came out reversed. Now, I got straight away a very strong sense of like resistance to movement, or it's kind of like very reluctant. Okay, it's like a part of you knows change is happening, but another part of you is very reluctant to like fully step forward or let go. And what's really interesting, because obviously then the tarot came out, and it's quite obvious what the issue is. But when the Emperor came out, I got a very strong sense of like the Four of Pentacles energy, not necessarily in a negative way, but more in holding on. Holding on to what feels safe, familiar, stable, even if something inside you knows it's time to shift. So I do feel that this 555 or 5555 is coming in very clearly as a change energy. But there's some form of like resistance is what's really being highlighted in this reading. Why is it sitting like that? So yeah, with the Emperor reversed in the middle really strengthens this. It feels like structure is shifting, or control is loosening, or something is no longer being as solid or as predictable as it once was. So for some of you, this could be internal, how you're managing things or how you're holding yourself together, or external structures that are changing around you at the moment. But what I want to be clear on is that it doesn't feel like chaos for the sake of chaos. It feels like something is rigid and is softening so you can actually move forward. Okay. Now what stands out to me is, and what I actually like, is you've got the Knight of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, even the Fool being reversed, and the Horse. They're all facing forward. They're all pointing towards growth, stability, and movement in something, or towards something new. Sorry. Even if it feels unknown or unfamiliar right now, okay? So even if there is hesitation, even if there's part of you that's still holding on, the overall energy is still moving forward. And I don't feel like you're being asked to rush this. I think you're being asked to continue, okay? Because the Knight of Pentacles is very important here, because it shows very slow, steady progress, not dramatic change, not forced movement, just consistent steps in the right direction, even if they feel small, okay? The Queen of Pentacles brings grounding into this. So this is really about building something stable for yourself, something long-term, something that actually supports you rather than, drains you or keeps you stuck in the old patterns, okay? And the Fool shows the part of this journey where you do have to trust yourself enough to step into something you haven't fully experienced before, not recklessly but openly. Yeah. And with the going back to that horse, sorry, when I'm looking at it, it says modest fortitude. That ties everything beautifully together, because it's not asking this reading in any way, or the angel number 555 is not asking for big overwhelming transformation. It's asking for like this gentle persistence, quiet strength, the kind of change that happens step by step, not all at once, okay? So when I bring this all together, I feel the angel number 555 feels like, change is actually already happening, even if, part of you is resisting it or trying to hold on to what feels safe. But nothing in this reading is asking you to lose stability, okay? It's actually guiding you towards building better stability, just in more of a, I'd say, newer direction, or more aligned direction. A direction really where you're not holding yourself back out of comfort or fear of the unknown, because what is ahead of you is not instability, it is growth, it is grounding, and it's a stronger foundation than the one that you currently are holding on to. All right, I hope this made sense, and I hope it's helped in some way. Have a good day. Bye.